Welcome back to another episode of the AKS Cost Management series. In this video, we'll talk about why you need to monitor your AKS costs and a few best practices and tools to help you get started. Cost monitoring is one of the first and most important steps in the cost management lifecycle because it enables teams to understand spending behavior, evaluate if they're operating within budget, analyze historical trends and identify cost anomalies, and identify expensive workloads and cluster optimization opportunities. In multi-tenant environments where cluster resources are constantly shared across environments, applications, or teams, having visibility into granular costs can help finance and platform teams execute cost allocation to drive developer accountability of spend. There are a variety of tools that can help you understand your AKS bill. The AKS Cost Analysis add-on gives you detailed insights into your cluster infrastructure spend. Within the Cost Management blade of Azure Portal, you can view your costs broken down by cluster or namespaces across any region and resource group within a given subscription. Isolating teams or apps by namespace is a best practice for multi-tenancy that makes it easier to track ownership and cost of individual applications. Namespace-driven multi-tenancy also allows for better utilization of cluster resources as they get shared across all the workloads. Labels and Azure tags are another good way to filter on Azure Cost Management data. With AKS Cost Analysis, you can also drill into specific compute, network, and storage resource costs within a cluster to see how much of the cost is attributed to running apps versus running system-related processes versus idle costs. High idle is often a good indicator of optimization opportunities. Maybe there's a more cost-effective SKU, or maybe your pods are requesting more CPU and memory resources than they actually need, leading to overallocation, poor bin packing, and resource wastage. It is also important to look at your cost data alongside your actual utilization data, which can come from tools like Azure Monitor. Azure Monitor provides a unified AKS monitoring experience directly in the portal that includes a unified view of the CPU and memory usage of nodes, pods, and namespaces within a cluster. Evaluating cost and usage data hand in hand provides a more comprehensive view of where the resource waste is coming from. Now, what are some of the ways to take action and reduce idle resource costs? First, set well-defined request and limit values. Requests guarantee minimum resources for your application, while limits cap the maximum usage. Getting this right can be challenging since the resources required can vary greatly from one workload to another. But if you use Container Insights, the cluster optimization workbook provides insights into containers with high and low CPU and memory limit and requests, along with suggested values based on historical usage. Another best practice is to set resource quotas in multi-tenant environments. Resource quotas ensure fair distribution of resources and prevent any single tenant, team, or application from consuming too much, causing resource starvation issues for other workloads running within the cluster. Quotas can be set per namespace and helps to maintain predictable spending by pushing tenants to optimize their workloads within their allocated limits. And finally, keep your eyes on Azure Advisor. Advisor includes AKS cost recommendations which follow AKS cost best practices. These are tailored to your cluster based on cluster configuration and provide suggested actions to take. For example, enable Cluster Autoscaler to dynamically scale your nodes in and out based on demand, or purchase a reserved instance or savings plan for additional discounts on Azure Compute. To summarize, monitoring your AKS costs is crucial for maintaining an efficient and cost-effective AKS environment, and visibility into how the resources your workloads are using will allow you to understand where and what to optimize. Stay tuned for the next set of videos where we will discuss how to optimize your costs with right-sizing and scaling strategies.